nose is starting to run. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of That Went Well. I am excited to have you here for episode number 30 of this project. I am really looking forward to this one because this is one I've been nervous for a little bit. If you saw my promo earlier, then you know that what I'm going to be doing today in this episode is going to be a hot sauce tasting. You saw me do one a couple of episodes back on Yellowbird sauces, and those were fantastic, delicious, and spicy. But today I'm going to be looking at 3 different hot sauces that are all related to the Hot Ones show on YouTube under the moniker of First We Feast. The Hot Ones, or Hot Ones I should say, is one of these shows that is produced by that page, that channel. Hosted by Sean Evans. It's one of my favorite interview shows, and of course whenever you take interviewing and food and put it together, then you can't help but come up with something fantastic. So all the time that I've been watching their particular show, I've become fascinated with the notion of the sauces that they use for it. So today I'm going to be tasting for you 3 of the sauces that they use on Hot Ones, and we'll figure out what it's like to have this much heat enter your body. So the first sauce we're going to try is the classic. This is the classic hot sauce. It's called the Garlic Fresno Edition, and you can see it's a pretty cool little bottle. And the spice level on this one is relatively low. In fact, in the scale of 10 sauces that they do on the show, this one is in the early 5, if I'm not mistaken. It might even be the first one that they use. And so the Scoville level, as you can see on the screen, is the lowest of the 3. The second sauce that we'll be tasting is going to be Los Calientes, which is this sauce that you see right here. And it's also produced by the Hot Ones brand. And again, as you can see from the Scoville rating on the screen, it's about mid-range in the scale of 10 sauces. This one tends to be number 5, I believe, on the list. And so the Scoville levels are hot, but again, we'll see how manageable they are. And then we'll finish out with the big one. I have been excited about trying this hot sauce for a long time because I love the show, like I said. And it's the 10th one on the scale. It's called The Last Dab. And the tradition on the show is that on the wing for that last question, the tradition is to put a little bit of this sauce onto the wing in addition to what's already on it. And that's why it's called The Last Dab. 2 million plus Scoville is what this sauce is rated. And so I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. But the thing about these 3 sauces that I love, and the reason that I wanted to try them and get them for myself, was because every single guest that has these 3 sauces will always comment on not just the heat level, but also on the fact that they're very flavorful. And so, again, it's a chance for me to test for not just spice level, but also for the flavor. Now, for my taste test, you guys know I love tacos. And so what I've got here are 3 carnitas tacos that I'm going to be using as my taste testing mechanism. I could have used chips like last time. I could have put them on wings. But hey, the taco guy in me said, hey, you got to do tacos. Now, I will be the first to admit, I'm not going to be dousing these tacos with this sauce. And remember, it's a tasting. It's also a test to see, can I take the heat? I'm usually good with ghost pepper type salsas and habanero type salsas, but this is something completely different, especially when you get to this one right here. So for each one, I'm going to put some of the sauce on the taco and then give it a whirl. Now, I wanted you guys to see that the bottles are still sealed. That way, as we do this all in one take, you guys can see that I'm not in any way trying to cheat the process of figuring out, hey, can I survive this? So, bear with me while I unveil the bottles one at a time, and we'll get to the tasting. Now, thankfully, they've made it fairly simple to remove the labels from the bottle. So here's the first one. I'll shake it up because it's separated. Now you can find these products online at Heatonist.com. I'll put it on the screen. And well, a little pricey. You pay, you get what you pay for, and so, or at least that's the hope, right? So once we figure out if it went well, I'll let you guys know and remind you where you can buy them. So here's the second sauce, pulling off the label here, or the wrapper, and we will unveil this second sauce. It's giving me a little bit of a problem. There we go. All right. Again, we'll shake it up. And then we'll get to the Bad Mama Jamma right here and take the label off of this one, or the seal off of this one. So I'm actually already sweating just from sheer nervousness. And I want you to notice, if you can, this one is really thick. And so I know it's kind of hard to see, but when I pour it out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get right to it, and let's see what happens. I have water, and you'll see me reach for the fridge if I need to, or the video will cut off really quick. So we'll see what happens. All right. So once again, we're gonna start with the classic. Again, I'll flash the Scoville rating. The Scoville rating is basically, as many of you probably already know, the rating by which peppers, chilies, and such are rated in terms of heat. Now remember, these are cooked sauces, so some of the heat will dissipate. And really what I'm looking for is, will it be flavorful? So here's the first sauce. I'm going to put some on the taco itself. Hopefully you saw the pour. And we'll take a bite. That one's tasty. Very tasty. The spice level, or the heat, isn't really overpowering, but it does kind of warm your tongue. So here's again a little more on the taco. You're actually watching me eat my dinner tonight. It's been a fun week of work, and now I get to reward myself by doing one of these for y'all. Really flavorful. I like this one. Again, the hot, or the heat, isn't really pronounced. And it's delicious. Which makes me nervous for what's to come. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to finish this taco. Now, I don't know that I'll finish every single taco, at least on camera. But, that sauce is just too good to pass up. So, all right. I'm going to take a moment to finish chewing. Again, really delicious. Great flavor. All right. So, we're ready for sauce number 2. Again, this is called Los Calientes. And it's labeled Los Calientes Rojo, red. And the heat level, on a scale of 10, according to those that produce the product, see if I can get it to focus in, as you can see, is a 5 out of 10. So it's right in the middle of their scale that they use for the show. So I'm gonna get it ready, charge it up. Ooh, that smells good. And we're gonna go ahead and once again do a pour. Now I'm gonna be careful with this one. Hopefully you can see the pour happening. So you guys know that I really am putting the sauce on the taco. Now, you can criticize me as to whether I'm putting enough or not, but again, I don't want to overpower. I want to taste and engage. So here we go. That's really good. This has a combination of smoked red jalapeno and habanero, along with things like apricot, apple cider vinegar, agave nectar, lemon juice. A lot of great ingredients in here. Garlic, cumin. Yeah. It's tasty. It's absolutely tasty. In fact, I'm going to go in for more. And hopefully you guys can see. Here, I'll add some right up front. I love hot sauce. I mean, I can't say this enough. That is delicious. The heat level on these first two has been mild. Nothing too overpowering. Just really, really tasty. But like this one, like wraps around your tongue. The heat is just right there on your tongue. But so is the flavor. Delicious. Really, really happy. I've waited a few days since I got these to do this episode because I had other ones I wanted to do. I knew all day I was going to do this, so I didn't do any kind of special prep or anything. I was just like, I'm going to go straight in. Which brings this episode to this one right here. Now, given my experience with these first two, this is 10 out of 10. I don't know if I can get the image to clear for you, but this is the highest heat level on the show. This is the last sauce, the 10th in the series. And the Scoville level of the last two, as you can see, as we get to 2 million plus, is a huge leap. So I'm just going to be very careful, and I'm not going to overdo it in the first bit. So I hope you guys can understand that. Because I don't think want to see me die on screen. So, all right, here we go. This one's a lot thicker than the first two. And so hopefully you can get a shot of what it looks like. I'm going to do my best to do the pour so that you can see the consistency. What was that old ketchup song, The Anticipation? Very, very thick. Here it comes. There we go. All right. For the first shot, I hope that's enough to satisfy that I indeed am going to go in on this 2 million plus Scoville salsa. And that smells good. All right. So, I'd like to thank all of you for all the support you've shown me over the last 30 episodes. Because I don't know what's about to happen. Again, I love spicy, or spassy as I say. But I don't know what this is going to do. So, just know that my will gives everything to my pets. And so, sorry. But cheers to all of you. May there be 30 more episodes of That Went Well. 2 million plus Scoville, The Last Dab, Hot Ones. Here we go. First of all, delicious. Delicious. The heat is all over my tongue immediately and spreading. My tongue is on fire. Oh, but it's the kind of heat that makes you want more. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let it sit for a bit, but I'm gonna get some water. 2 million plus. And it is dead center of my tongue. The heat intensity. It's weird. Sometimes hot sauces will wrap around your palate. This is right on the middle of my tongue and towards the back. But it's not it's painful, but not unpleasant. Okay, hold on. Oh man, this is hot. This is hot. It's so good. So good. So good. I can't even say. It's like this middle, I don't know if you can tell how sweaty I'm getting, just sitting here. Oh man, I hope you lasted the 18 minutes. That hurts, but it's really good. All right. Why not? Oh. I decided to do this episode all in one take so that you guys would not that you would think that of me, but so that, you guys got the entire experience top to bottom just like I did. Now, this might be the mistake I make, is having 2 of these, or 2 bites. But it's so good. It's so good. Man. The nose is starting to run. Oh. Those first 2, child's play. Child's play. In fact, I think the Yellowbird, Habanero, and Ghost are hotter than those 2, but don't get me wrong. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Last bite. Mm. Painfully delicious. Painfully delicious. That's all I can say. All right. awesome. Not hot at all, but delicious. So good. Some heat, but delicious. This one is an ass kicker. I have never felt the heat like this, but the flavor. The flavor is amazing. All right, so what's the verdict? Heatonist, hot ones, 3 sauces. Oh, fuck. That went well. So good, but man, so hot. All right, so I'm going to go drink some milk, but before I do that, I'm going to simply say thank you once again for 30 episodes of support. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when my next videos land. As always, you're awesome, you're amazing, and the world's a better place because you are in it. We'll see you next time on That Went Well. Love you guys. I'm gonna go die now.